Welcome back to Prime Time, y'all, and we back at it again with another story time. But before we get into this story time, go ahead and get your meal, your drink, your blunts, or your snack, and tell your man or sneaky link that you will have to call them back because Prime just dropped a new story time. Now, baby, if you haven't already watched my He's Uncut story time, he was uncut story time, please go watch that because this is a part two, even though it got a different title. This is a part two, like a continuation of the Puerto Rican and stuff like that. So, y'all, let's just go ahead and hop right into it, shall we? So, after me and the Puerto Rican had hooked up, we started really chopping it up during text messages and things like that. He was telling me a little bit more about himself. I was telling him a little bit more about me because I'm kind of just like, I'm trying to have an FWB situation because, I don't really like having too many, I don't like having too many one night stands. Like, I'm more of like, a friends with benefits type of person. Like, I love to have like that one or two, maybe three different men on the side that I could go to. Like, oh, you free, like, boom, and then we do the do. And, it's consistent. Because it's like, I know they clean. They know I'm clean. And you don't got to learn a different piece all the time. It's kind of just like, okay, you starting to get to know this piece. You know what to do. You don't got no butterflies no more. Like, you get nervous. You like, okay, like, we done been here before. This ain't really new territory, right? So we just getting to know each other, just chopping it up and stuff like that. And I'm kind of like, what's going on? Like, how you still single? Like, what's your real age? Because, I feel like a lot of men be lying to me about their real age and stuff like that. Because I went on his profile, it said, like, the man was, like, 30 or whatever. But, something about me, like, I could just tell when somebody lying about their age. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, so, what's your real age and everything? He ended up telling me he's, like, 36. I was like, oh, okay. Like, I knew, like, I had a feeling because, like, it was no way you was, not saying he looked old as hell. It's just that, like, you could just tell. Like, you could, well, at least I could. Honestly, at least I could. So, anyway, he told me his real age. He told me his real name and stuff like that. And then he also told me, like, some other personal information, which we won't, get too much into. But then, the real kicker is, y'all, tell me why, I was asking more questions. I'm like, okay, so, do you ever host, right? He was like, no, I'm in a situationship. I'm like, a situationship? I'm like, oh, okay, like, that's cool or whatever, He like, are you disappointed? I'm like, no, like, I'm cool, like, because, I'm in an open relationship. He like, oh, okay, cool. I'm like, period, you know what I'm saying? So, then, we talked a little bit more and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, so if you're in a situation, what the fuck is really stopping you from hosting? So I was like, is it with a woman? Because, baby, I need to ask these questions. Because I like to know, like, who my pieces are putting their pieces in. Okay? I need to know that, like, because I don't be, look, not saying I'm really not into bisexual men. It's just that, like, I guess I can say that in no shade. Because I don't really want to know, like, you sticking your piece in kitty cat meow meow. And then come to stick it, in my snatch. You know what I'm saying? So, because I don't want you to leave for me and then go back to her and you fucking up her pH balance. You know what I'm saying? Now she looking crazy, looking stupid. Like, I don't want to have no parts in that. I'm not saying, baby, we not clean. Because trust, baby, we stays clean. But at the same time, I still don't want to, because booty hole and kitty cat meow meow, baby, that don't mix. It don't mix at all. So I don't want to fuck up no woman's pH balance ever. Like, if I find out you messing with a woman, it's usually an automatic chop for me, no shade. But anyway, so I'm like, is it with a woman or? And he was like, no, it's with a boy. I'm like, oh, okay, period. Like, I need to know that because, like I said, I don't want to mess up nobody's pH balance, okay? Ladies, you don't got to worry about me. You don't got to worry about me. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm like, oh, so is y'all like in an open relationship? Because me and my man in an open relationship. So I'm like, is y'all in an open relationship? And he like, no, he doesn't know. I'm like, oh, so you a cheater. And y'all know how I feel about cheaters. I'm not really a big supporter of cheaters. But after, some long conversations with my, friends, sisters, hell, even my men, I was kind of like, damn, well, if they don't give a fuck, why should I? And I know that sounds fucked up, because it really is fucked up. But at the same time, in the same breath, it's kind of just like, if you gonna cheat, at least it might as well be with me, because baby, I'm clean, I'm STD free. Baby, I'm gonna send you back home. I'm not gonna try to steal you from your partner. Like, if your man was to ever cheat, you better hope it's with me. Because trust, they will be back home. And I'll probably make them treat you even better. No shade. So, I don't play that. So, I'm like, I guess, he gonna do it anyway. So, if he gonna do it, at least let it be with me, right? Okay. So, I'm like, oh my God, this man a cheater. So, I'm turned off. But at the same time, I'm kind of just like, fuck it. Like, at least it's with me. Whatever, right? I'm like, I hope you clean, right? I'm like, he like, yeah, I'm clean. He sent me like some other photos on top of, some news, as well as his like results. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, at least that's what I need to know, baby. Because, he was saying how he gets tested every month. I'm like, oh, that's good. Because, men out here, they don't really be getting tested. Let me not say men out here, just really men in general. Like, I don't know what's up with men. Like, why y'all don't want to go to the clinic? I don't know. But anyway. So I'm like, okay, period. Like, I love when a man take care of his health. Like, that turns me on. So we still chopping it up. And, I'm getting back turned on because I'm kind of just like, this man is fine. But he a cheater. And I just really don't like cheaters. But at the same time, it's kind of just like, we ain't going to find another fine-ass Puerto Rican, okay? So, me and the Puerto Rican schedule another day. I'm like, okay, so when you trying to come over or whatever? He's like, oh, I'll be free on Thursday. I was like, okay, period. Like, you could come over on Thursday, right? Thursday morning before he got to go to work. Because, he got to go to work at 8 a.m. So I'm like, okay, cool. So you could come over at like 7 a.m., It ain't nothing like some morning wood, okay? Get the fire cracking. So Thursday comes, y'all. Thursday comes. I'm prepared at this point. So I wake up early, bitch. I want to say I bitch wake up at like 6. My man leaves, I'll go to work. I'm like, okay, cool. Bitch. I get ready. I douche. Oh, baby. I was so ready because I had took an anti-diarrhea pill. And it's a little secret for my gays. Or my women who like to get into, some anal play. This a little secret. Like, take you like an anti-diarrhea pill like a day prior, like the night before, right? Depending on when you got to do it. Like, take it at least like 6 to 8 hours prior, right? And then when you go and douche, baby, you probably only got to douche like once or twice. So like, hey, you clean. Clean as a whistle. Okay? Depending on who you are in your diet, you probably not even going to have to douche at all just taking that anti-diarrhea pill. Trust me, ain't nothing coming out. I feel like an anti-diarrhea pill just stops your whole system. Well, that sounds bad. I mean, this probably is bad. Probably not healthy. I'm probably not giving the best advice, but that's just my secret. Okay? Do what you will with your body. Okay? So, I already had to my anti-diarrhea pill, so y'all, it literally took me like 2 minutes to douche. Like, it was gone. It was done. Water clear. I'm like, okay, period. Hop in the shower, really scrub down, get real cute, get real clean, fresh. But, I was moving quick because usually when I be in the shower, baby, I be in the shower for like 40 minutes to an hour because, I like to listen to music, relax, all that. But I'm like, look, I got to hurry up because it's already 6. I already done spent like a few minutes getting brushing my teeth and douching, and washing my face and everything. So I'm like, I gotta really get together. So, I do like a 20-minute shower. So at this point, like, bitch, I only got like 10 minutes left. He talking about something. He on his way. Because, he already got my address, apartment number, and like all that. So, baby, I put on, my body drops. It's like this body oil or whatever. I put it on myself, rub it in and everything. It's like this drunken peach scent. And baby, he come over here. He looking good. All I had on was like a jock strap. I had on this sexy jock strap. Oh, bitch. So if you watch my one toxic topic with jock straps, it was that exact jock strap. I might put a picture up I might put a picture up in the video to show y'all what jockstrap it was. But, I had on that jockstrap, so, I was looking good or whatever. So, I open the door, baby. He's smiling from ear to ear, baby. As soon as he see me, I'm like, hey. He like, hey, he come in, we hug. He like, oh my God, you smell so good. I'm like, no, you smell good. Like, because that's one thing I love about a man. I just love a man who smells good. That's one of my favorite qualities. Like, if you smell good, even if you're not particularly like my type, if I find that you smell good, I'm going to entertain it a little bit. Like, honestly, I'm going to sit there and entertain it just a little. I'll be like, oh, okay, like, he smells good. So, it must be something to him if I'm attracted to the way he smells. So, boom, he take off his shoes at the door. He comes to the room. He gets undressed. I was like, you want me to keep the jock strap on? He's like, no, I don't want you to take it off. I want to see everything. I'm like, that's understandable. Like, so, I take off my jock strap because I don't know. Because, look, he was my top, okay? So, I wasn't expected to use my piece for nothing. And like I said, I didn't want to get no, like, oral from him because, like, a lot of these men really don't know how to give head. I don't know what it is. At least the men that I've been running into over here, I don't know. I don't know what be going on. It's just like they don't know how to give no good gawk. I don't know what it is. But anyway, so I wasn't really expecting to use my piece. So, you take it off, we get in the bed, he naked, I'm naked, we start making out. Now, the Puerto Rican, y'all, the Puerto Rican was a really good kisser. Like, he had a nice set of lips. I would probably say his lips was almost similar to my lips, just, of a different shade. He had more of like a brown lip. And I love that. I love any type of lip, just as long as it's a healthy lip. I don't want no black lips that it look like burnt. And I'm not talking about like black lips, like, natural black lips. I'm talking about like them smoker black lips. I don't like that. I'm sorry. If you got smoker black lips, I'm sorry. I just can't do it. I don't want to kiss, baby. So, we kiss and making out. It's good. He give me some tongue. I'm giving him some tongue. He rubbing all on me, licking all on me. Oh my God, you taste good too. I'm like, really? Like, what I taste like? He like, delicious. I'm like, okay, period. You know what I'm saying? Then he get down to my nipples. I make my reaction because, like I said, my nipples are sensitive. And he like, oh, your nipples are sensitive? I'm like, yes, they are very sensitive. And I feel like once a man find out that my nipples are sensitive, they really play on that shit. And I like it. I like it, you know what I'm saying? So, he licking on my nipples, sucking in on my nipples, like he trying to get some milk out of there. I'm like, oh, baby, we do not produce nothing out of there. Calm down. Calm down. You know what I'm saying? He's stroking me. I'm stroking him. He gripping me. I'm gripping him. And then, like, y'all, he goes down on me for a little bit. I was like, oh. Now, when he went down on me, it was all right. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't really good either. I was kind of just like, okay, but it was only like, he went down on me for like a good 30 seconds. I'm like, okay, cool. So, we switch and, I go down on him. So at this point, baby, like, he done pre-came like a lot. And the thing about these uncuts, like, if y'all remember, he was uncut, right? He was uncut 6-inch piece. Baby, when y'all done had a makeout session, them uncuts get wet. They get wet. I mean, baby, it was pre-cum everywhere. I was starting to think, I'm like, oh my God, did you not? He's like, no. I was like, oh, it's really wet down here. He was like, haha, I pre-cum a lot. I'm like, yeah, like, it's, damn. I had to wipe something off. I'm like, hold on, let me go get a wipe real quick. He's like, okay. So, I go get a wipe out of my bathroom, come back. I wiped the tip and everything. I wiped the peen. Because it was just a little too wet for me. And I just didn't want to. I just didn't want to do all that. So, I can start giving him some gargle, doing what I does. Y'all, I'm only giving him gargle for like 60 seconds. And he like, oh my God, I'm finna buzz. He like, stop, I'm finna buzz. I'm like, oh, okay, let me stop. Because, like, baby, you came over here for a reason. I did not douche. Even though it was quick, I did not douche for no reason. If like, you people, how should I say this, honestly? the worst feeling ever is to douche and then not get no pain. It kind of feels like, damn, I did all this for no reason. Like, to clean myself out, probably ain't ate. I took a whole pill for this. Oh, baby, you gonna hit this, okay? So, I'm like, you got a condom? He like, yeah, he pulls out a condom out his pants pocket. And y'all, he also got poppers. He like, oh, you want to try some poppers? I'm like, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So, he trying poppers, and, I'm putting a condom on him. Because I don't know about y'all, but sometimes I like to put the condom on my man. Sometimes I like to put the condom on him because it's so cute to me. It's so sexy. I'm like, ooh, just... I don't know, y'all. Is it just me? Am I the only one who like to do that? I don't know. If I am, that's cool. If you are, let me know. So, anyway, I put the condom on him, while he's sniffing his poppers or whatever. He go into his little hair rush. He like, you know what I'm saying, whatever. And then, I had got into like on my stomach. Like, it's like laying down dog. What's that position called? It's like doggy, but not really doggy because, I'm laying down on my stomach. I'm not really on my fours or nothing. So I'm laying down, y'all, he started going to town. Because, like, I'm not going to say he was a really, one of the best, smashers I done ever had. Because, baby, like, he just instantly, I'm like, oh, shit, like, calm down. Like, you did that shit last time. Why you going to do it again? He like, oh, I'm sorry. So I ain't gonna lie, I got a little pissed. Because I'm like, that shit really hurts. Like, you got to give it some time. Yeah, we made out. You ain't even eat it or nothing. Like, you just can't be shoving it up in there like that. Like, what? Like, who do you take me for? Or whatever. Mind you, it's already pretty lubed up, but still, because, I already had to lube out. He already lubed me up and everything. So at this point, now we chopping it up for like a good 3 minutes because, like, it was just, I was going through some pain at this point. I'm like, hold on, I gotta breathe. So we end up like switching positions, like it's like a side position, like a cuddle position. And y'all, so he started hitting it from the cuddle position. And y'all, I was like, ooh, like I really like this because I love me the cuddle position, okay? I love me a nice cuddle position. So, he hitting it from the cuddle position for a little bit. And then we switched back to laying down dog. And then y'all, at this point, I'm like, okay, now you could go to town, y'all. He started going to town. Going to town. I'm like, ooh, but I'm not trying to do too much because, bitch, I got neighbors, okay? Mind you, it's like 7 o'clock in the morning. It's like 7-ish at this point. So I'm like, I'm not trying to do too much. I'm not trying to, none of that. So, y'all, he's beating my doonies in, beating it in, He's beating it in so good, y'all. He's starting to talk in his native language. Like, I'm like, huh? He like, oh, then, he would tell me what he said. I'm like, oh, okay. Because don't be, saying my shit ain't good if it's good. Because, I don't know. Because I didn't know what he was talking about. And if I don't know what you was talking about, look, I'm going to think you're talking about me. I'm like, okay, it's good, period. He like it. So, 3 minutes of him just being my duty saying, I'm going to give him that. He got endurance. Because usually when they being it in, it's either they going to nut. And I feel like he probably done jerked off probably the night before or that morning. Because, baby, he was lasting a little longer than last time. I'm like, okay, boom, he being a duty saying for like a good 4 minutes. I'm like, okay, I was about to tell him to switch positions at this point because, I was getting tired of this position. But then I hear the magic words. I'm about to come. I'm like, oh, really? Come on. I'm like, give it to me. Give it to me. He being a doonies in, he started to get a little harder, a little bit, and then, girl, he did that. I was so serious. I was like, ooh, like, damn. Like, at this point, like, I'm really in the motherfucking mattress facing the pillow, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm like, okay. Okay, like, some people, when they come, it's a little, it was a little turn off when he was doing that, but I was like, fuck it, like, he was giving some good, he was beating it in, okay. So, he pulls out after about like a good 10 seconds, the condom filled to the brim. So I was kind of just like, damn, like, okay, maybe he ain't nut. Like, I don't know. Because, baby, he nutted a lot. I was like, damn, you nut a lot. Like, I can only imagine if we ain't had no condom on. My goodness, like, this would be something. So he pulled out, and so he like, oh, I want to make you come. Because, like y'all heard last time in the first one, if you watched it, I ain't come last time. He's like, I want to make you come. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like, well, let's just make out. Because I don't want you to give me no head. You look tired, exhausted. You a little sweaty. I'm going to just make out with you while I jerk off, right? So, I give me some more lube. Because, I got 2 different lubes. So, like, I use a lube for, like, when I'm stroking my piece. When I'm stroking my man meat. And I got a different lube for when, I'm topping or where I'm bottoming. It's more like a gel consistency with, like, when I'm topping and bottoming. Whereas when I'm stroking my man meat, it's more like a watery base type lube. So, I get my watery base type lube, start stroking, we start kissing, and then he started talking in Spanish, y'all. He started talking in Spanish again. But this time, like, it was just a different vibe. Like, I was like, oh, like, this sounds real sexy. This sounds real sexy. Like, he just talking in my ear. Then he going back to kissing me, then kissing my neck. As he's rubbing my nipples, y'all, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think I lasted a whole 2 minutes when he was doing that. I don't even think I lasted a whole 2 minutes, y'all. I instantly skate, y'all. It was up. It was up. So after I skated, the towel already on the floor. I already had the towel on the floor prepared for the cleanup or whatever. So, I get the towel, clean up. Because there was already another towel on the bed, but sometimes, look, you gotta use multiple towels. So it's already a towel on the bed. He's using the towel that's on the bed. I'm using the towel that's on the floor. And at this point, he started talking to me about work and what he got going on at work. I really don't want to give a fuck about what he had going on at work. He was talking about one of his coworkers and shit. Which I actually have some footage. You know what? We're going to save that for another part. We're going to save that for another part. Because there will be another part to the Puerto Rican. So, he was just complaining about his coworkers, this, that, and the third. And I'm just like, oh my goodness. Like, okay, you go ahead and leave now. Because, after I know, it's like, the door. So, he put his clothes on. I don't put my clothes back on. I'm kind of just like, fuck it. Like, I'm finna hop in the shower as soon as you leave. I take the used condom because, he was still holding it this whole time. And I throw it in the trash. And then, he leaves. And we just gonna wrap that up at part 2. But yeah, baby, he was a cheater. And I was kind of just like, look, if he finna cheat, at least let it be with me. Because the piece is good. He is fine. So I might as well give him the time. Like, okay. So if you made it through this whole story time, baby, I love you. And make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and please hit the notification bell on the side so you will be notified the next time I upload. And I'll catch you next time, okay? On another Prime Time. And we out.